Back to the Factor Uncensored. Can you imagine the bright lights of Hollywood to the Lone Star State? Well, it used to be here several years ago. Multiple actors are pushing to make that a reality again, including Houston native Dennis Quaid. He is part of a newly released PSA called Good for Texas. This comes as a growing number of lawmakers say they're now considering a massive increase on tax incentives for the film industry through House Bill 3472. Let's talk about it. Joining me now, actor C.J. Joseph, the second vice president of SAG-AFTRA Houston Austin Local, with film director Sean Welling. Glad to have you both here on the Factor Uncensored. You know, we used to have a lot of movies made right here in Texas, but that's when there was a different political feel here, when Democrats were in charge. And so many Republicans said, well, if you were going to Hollywood donate your political contributions to liberals, then we're not going to give you those same tax credits. Right. And so they kind of went to Louisiana, Georgia, Canada, other places. So how can we get lawmakers to change the tax credit laws to get Hollywood here?
Well, interestingly enough, some of the bills that are in the pipeline right now, Senate Bill 1613, which I had an oral testimony on the state capitol back last month, House Bill 3472, which is sponsored by Price, they are Republicans. So if they are for these bills right now, perhaps we can get some traction to get those incentives to the state of Texas and bring those production work back to the state.
And Sean, what would that mean for the state of Texas to have those major productions back here again? I last went to Austin to do a piece on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the reboot, Transformers. All of those movies were done here in part. What would it be like to have major movies coming here again?
Well, first you get growth interest. That's basically the people on the sets, the crew members being able to not just have jobs, but you'll see that spawn off to more people being interested because they can make a living. So Texas would grow internally as a film foundation. One of the things I think I'd like to see happen is bigger studios actually be here in Texas. I myself, I love to shoot more of an exterior kind of way of shooting, so it doesn't look stagnant. And I think there's a great landscape. We need to promote the landscape here in Texas, because landscape in Texas is not flat. It's all kinds of different things that happen and occur that is very beautiful to capture and can be set in many different types of films.
Now, if they start major film productions here in Texas again, CJ, would we see you guys with SAG, Screen Actors Guild, having enough power to make sure these actors, writers are properly compensated here in Texas?
That's a great
right-to-way state.
Yeah, that's a great question. Some of the bills are patterned after the bill in Georgia for the past 8 years. And Georgia have seen SAG membership grow since they brought that bill to that state. They've seen the IATSE, the Theatrical Workers Union, grow in numbers. So with those bills coming here, you will have more people moving to the state, because basically productions will go where the money is. Simple as that. So as a union, we want to advocate for fair pay, fair wages, great working conditions and things of that nature. So they will already have representation here in the state between Houston Austin Local and the Dallas Fort Worth office, where they will be protected to make sure they get their fair pay.
And I remember Sean covering the Enron trial, and then they did the movie about Enron, and it was shot in Canada. Did not look like Houston at all.
No, I know.
So, you know, I mean, there's a charm about Texas. There's a look about Texas. You can get big city and ranches all in one state.
You know, with all respect towards Hollywood, now more and more we're seeing it actually not be the hub, and it's being dispersed all over the country. So now is the time to grab that interest and pull it this way towards Texas, which we love and we appreciate and we adore, and it's our home turf.
And of course we have Dennis Quaid and Matthew McConaughey all pushing this. What can the public do to help that effort, if anything?
They can contact their local representation and tell them, we want to have these bills passed. We want to bring these productions to Texas. A lot of people are thinking, productions coming to Texas, you know, not great films as far as family-friendly films. There's a studio, Sharpened Iron Studios in Amarillo. It's a faith-based studio. producing great faith-based content. So it's just not all the F-bombs and things of that nature, as some people would put it.
Right.
There's still some great producers and directors here that want to make those family-friendly films.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen, and we'll continue to follow this. Still ahead here on